Welcome back. Today we are going to assemble and try a tool I have never tried before. This is the fork hoe from Easy Digging. These are the great big handles that get shipped out, and these are impressive handles. They last a long time. I had a couple of Easy Digging tools before, and I brought them with me down to the tropics, and I still have the heads, so I like the stuff that they have. They use these great big hunks of wood, but they're not super heavy. I don't know how they manage that. And then this wedge system here fits into the top and it locks the tool in place. These are the best wedges. The heads are so easy to put on. Let's test it on smilax. Smilax, or briars, are a big problem. Now, when I was burning these smilax the other day, people were saying, but David, you said that was a great edible. Everybody knows it's a great edible. There are many species of smilax, and unfortunately this variety that's growing in my planned food forest area is not a good one. It is bitter, bitter, bitter. So normally, yeah, I would eat them, but look at that. It yanks those roots pretty easy. It's an easier motion than sticking a fork down into the ground. So we could chase that smilax. And we can yank it. Wow, look at that. Wow. I'd say that exposes them pretty well there. It kind of acts like metal fingers in the soil, chops down, and you're able to yank things up real fast. Let's try it in a garden bed. Well, I like it in a garden bed. It's pretty easy. It's easier than twisting a regular fork, and it makes the weed pulling quite simple. But I want to test it on something else. I want to test it on Kogan grass, the worst invasive grass in the entire world ever.
Yo, check it, D to the G. Back again on the 1, 2, 3. Dig your beds like a boss.
See these horrible rhizomes here. Kogan grass is horrible, horrible stuff because it spreads like bamboo and grows very, very fast. And it makes these little runners beneath the ground that just run and run and run. The reason I wanted to test it on this is because it's the worst grass you're likely to encounter, at least in the south. Makes Bermuda grass look like a cheerful little friendly Sunday school grass. I don't think I would want to take out a field of this stuff with a fork hoe, but it definitely pulls up the rhizomes. You just have to keep working it over and over and over again, because these things can go deep and they keep popping up over and over again. Okay, so we tried it on smilax, we tried it in a garden bed, we tried it on Kogan grass. Let's try it on potatoes. My neighbor has a bunch of potatoes. He probably won't mind. Well, this works pretty well. You just got to be sure to get to the outside of where the potatoes are. This is definitely easier than using a spade to come along here or hand digging them. If you had two people, one person just forking it into the ground and pulling them, and somebody behind just gathering it up and putting it in a bucket, this is not a bad tool for it. So I like it, and I think that...
Get out of my yard, you potato pincher!
Come on, come on, come on.
Get it, Bobby!
Well, I'd say that was a good test. We tried it on Kogan grass, we tried it on smilax, we tried it in a garden bed, and we tried it on some potatoes. It's nice because it's like a fork, but it's a fork on a stick, meaning it's way more ergonomic, it's easier to use than doing that motion of pushing down into the ground and twisting and pushing down into the ground and twisting. I always hated that motion. I would rather swing something and just let the weight of the head do the work. I don't know how this will do in hard clay soil or on rocky ground. I don't know what kind of tension you could put on it. I would be careful with it. It seems very sturdy, but I wouldn't go trying to, you know, break up concrete with it or something. There's only so much that this kind of steel can take. So thank you, Greg from easydigging.com, for sending me this. I've been friends with Greg for quite a while. I've run ads for free for him because I like his tools. And when I told him, I was talking to him on the phone, I said, "How's that fork work?" And he said, "Well, I'll send you one." So I like it. I would buy it. And I like the handle attachment. I like these wedges. I think this is brilliant. And it's useful. So yeah, I've sold out. I work for Big Digging now. This channel is now completely owned by Big Digging. Anyhow, I'm just kidding. Catch y'all next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green.
I like to dig, dig, diggity dig. I like to diggy, 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 dig. I like to dig, 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 dig every day. I like to diggity, 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 dig, diggity, diggity.
Okay, I have to say one last thing about these potatoes. What was it, like 5 or 6 months ago when I went over to Elizabeth's garden and I had that scene where I'm stealing the mulch and her dog starts barking and she's like, "You dirty rotten tiller!" And I go running. Somebody wrote me afterwards and said, "That was a horrible thing that you did. You stole that mulch." And I was like, "No, I didn't actually steal it. It was a joke. It was at a friend's house." And she's like, "Well, people keep coming in my yard and taking stuff. They're always coming into my yard and taking stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, well, no, I wouldn't steal the mulch. And I actually planted these potatoes." And he told me to come over and harvest them. So kids, if you're watching, David the Good is not a thief. I may steal some of your time on YouTube, but I'm not stealing my neighbor's potatoes. You don't like that face?
No.
It's because it's not from your side of the family. Nobody on your side of the family looks like that.
No.
You have no idea how these potatoes get in the ground. You know, people come there and plant them. People come, they cut up. They literally cut up other potatoes. Chop their bodies into pieces. Bury the bodies. What's growing out of it? These abominations. This thing is almost all carbohydrates coming from the dismembered corpse of a previous organism. That's sick. That's sick. Let's take a commercial break.